Where are they?
They're probably upstairs.
They never answered the door. Oh, wait. It's Monday night.
They're on the second floor.
Hey guys, welcome back again to Second Floor Session, and we're coming back to you with a couple different topics today. We got our mics fixed. Bo messed it all up. I'm gonna blame it on him. It was my mic that was bad.
What?
Yeah, it's all Bo's fault. He didn't look at this. He didn't tell me mine wasn't on. I'm blaming him.
I got a text at 10:30 at night when he got back listening to it. He's like, "My mic was off." I said, "Shut up." He said,
That's exactly what he said. I said, I'm dead serious.
I'm serious.
So sorry about the last goof up.
Yeah, we know it sounds like crap on the podcasting apps, and it's meh.
It works.
YouTube, but
it worked. But
it's fixed.
We're pushing forward here.
Yeah, trial and error.
Yep. Bunch of rookies. But so today I had a guy that was he was in his 20. He was probably 21, 22. I don't think he liked to work that well, but he couldn't find a job. So I don't know if he really couldn't find a job or whatever. But I think the first topic here is going to be like, people need to think outside the box of how they can make money. A few that I have seen that absolutely, my wife was like, she's like, you should do this one. So the first job, if I didn't have this business, this is going to sound crazy, but it's a thing from the area that I'm in. There's a lot of industrial parks and different stuff. They are a guy that comes around and will fuel your vehicle up for you. It's a fuel. He's like, he's a container that has a truck with, I think it's one, like a 89, maybe 89 octane. And he will fill your truck up like at your work, your home, anywhere. If you call him, now it's a premium price. It's like an extra $1 per gallon or something like that. And there's a company.
He says, have you talked to this guy?
No.
Okay.
No, this is actually what Alex was telling me about it. And he actually, like, boat docks.
Yeah.
He'll do it off boat docks. He'll do it he says industrial parks is where he has a lot of his. I don't know why you can't go by the gas station when you get off, but an extra $20 or $30, like every fill up, he can make, like, his average was like $20 a fill up.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
$20 a fill up is what he's making on fuel. Well, if you do that, if you just do that 5 to 10 times a day, you can make some serious money. I mean, just 5 or 10 times a day, $100. You could do $100 and just pump 5 of them.
So is he filing taxes on this?
Well, of course, I'm sure he
What's
is.
double taxation, isn't it?
Well, you can get a resale. I'm sure you get a resale cert.
Okay. Well, you're the businessman. I don't know about that.
Well, you got a resale cert. Yeah. But regardless, I told that guy.
What's he doing this out of?
It's just he's got like a tanker. It's not like what we would think a tanker truck is, but it's just a big truck with a drum, like a drum in it. No, it's more like it's like a Kenworth 700 or 7000, somewhere in there. But it's not a huge tanker truck. It's not like a big, semi truck. But it's just a. Almost would put you in mind of the tool trucks, what it would remind you of, about that size.
Yeah.
But with a pretty good sized tank on it.
Dang.
And he goes around filling people's stuff up. Well, and it got me interested in looking to, like, different jobs people do, like, which we all know, like, if you know anything about cars, like, you can do the mobile stuff as far as doing oil changes, like in these.
Yeah.
These in factories and all that stuff, or going to someone's home and doing it.
Yeah.
So that's another option. But I was telling the guy, I was like, well, what do you like to do? He's like, he's like, I tried my hand at a couple different, thrift. He was like a thrifter. I hadn't met many guys that's a thrifter, but he's a thrifter, going to thrift stores and stuff and trying to resell stuff on eBay. So, but listen to this though. He told me it was.
I'm listening.
He told me it was too. It was. Well, I'm assuming it would be. He said it was too sporadic. Everything was too sporadic. Well, when you go buy a 1998 Chicago Bulls jacket and try to sell it online, you get it for $5, and you try to sell it online for
10.
75. No, I mean he does his he does his work. But he told me. I said, well, he's like, but I got into it like 2 or 3 years ago. It was pretty, pretty
Profitable.
pretty strong, and I was like, well, what did you make? That dude told me, he said that some months he put down like $3,500 to $4,000. I said, how do you get time to, if you're getting that much stuff, how do you get time to go thrift shopping, And, but he'll go like on weekends and stuff, and and everything, it's just like your cell phone, you barcode. Everything's got a barcode. Everything's got a part number or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at what stuff's going for online.
Yeah.
And all he's doing is flipping it and reselling it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so.
I thought about doing that with trailers at one point. As a side gig.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Problem is, it's even a worn out, busted up trailer cost a fortune.
Yeah, but I guess another thing is you got titles and all that crap most of the time you got to deal with.
Yeah.
But anyways, the one that really stuck out to me was I had a customer come in and he said he pumps septic.
Yeah.
And he said it's $500 a pump. He said, now if I have to dig anything,
mm-hmm.
that's just to pull my lid up and pump my crap out.
Mm-hmm.
It's $500.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, I said, what was your cost to get started? He said, well, like business license and everything. He said that he told me, he's like, well, with the truck and, he said, everything I've done to it, he said, I was looking at about $20,000. $20,000, and you start pumping tanks, that is a lot of money. Yeah. $500 a pop.
I know they charge a lot more if you have to uncover them. Most septic tanks ain't that deep, but some of them can get deep.
And I was extremely floored. He said, I was like, well, that's really good money. And he's like, yeah. He said, but you know what's better money? He said, is doing porta potties. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, porta potties. He said, they're cheap, they're plastic, they're,
Oh, you mean you're providing the porta potty?
Yeah.
Or he's saying, okay. I thought you meant.
It's like $100.
I thought you meant sucking the porta potty.
It's like $100 bill for those things a month.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we're kin, but we're kin to the McMahon somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin he's got one of the largest ones. I don't know if he ever bought, he was actually going to buy Fay.
Yeah.
Fay, around here, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I could be off when I say this, but he's got somewhere in the neighborhood between 4 to 5,000 porta potties that he's in cycle with.
Yeah.
And they're constantly going, taking them places. And Blackberry up here, the farm, he set like 100 up there. Almost 100 porta potties up there at $100 a pop.
Yeah.
And was like for three nights, it was like $13,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it's
money.
nasty. He said it's nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty.
But he said and he's our age. He's literally like 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably, no joke, other than him buying that, he bought a huge company out. He's bought like 2 or 3 porta potty companies out. And other than that, he's probably an easy millionaire. From doing porta potties. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think about that very often.
No. But those two, I was like, dude, that's just, you don't have to talk to nobody. You ain't got customers to worry about. You just go suck the junk out.
What are they going to do? Complain about it being dirty? Every porta potty I've ever been in is disgusting.
Yeah.
The nastiest thing. I'd rather crap in the woods.
Yeah.
I really would.
Well, but I was talking to that guy and I was like, dude, you can do anything as far as you want. He said, if you got, mowing yards,
Well, you got
from-
money to start some stuff. You know?
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, literally down in the village, you can start with a push mower down there.
Mm-hmm.
You can start with a push mower in a village,
Mm-hmm.
$300 push mower, and a business license, and you need insurance, of course, but most of them don't. Your big lawn cares do, but like that, and of course I mentioned he's like, yeah, I've tried that before. Hey, man, it gets June. Or, July and August,
That's way too hard. If buying thrift crap is too hard.
Well, but anyways, I know. But but there's so much you can do as far as making money.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can make more excuses than you can money.
absolutely,
So,
you can.
and
I
that's what-
like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you
he's
can.
doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
But,
He's just making excuses.
The going back to since I started my business last year, and I was just doing it as my second business, second one I got. I was just doing it as yeah. It's not
Two.
that. It's not that.
Two businesses.
It's not.
One ain't enough.
Yeah. So, but on the side of my main business, but doing mobile repair and tires and all the stuff that I do, I wasn't even looking to do a ton of work. I just wanted to be able to, the little work that I do.
Sure, your mic's on there.
Is it still on? Okay.
Yeah.
The little work that I do, I want to be able to bring it home to my family. So I just went out and got a business license. Didn't think that much about it because I wanted to be I wanted to be legal. I didn't want to just keep doing cash or this or that, and then doing work for the town on police cruisers and their trucks and all kinds of stuff. Well, I have to have a business license. I have to have all the stuff because they're not just going to pull money out of the drawer down there at the town hall and
Right.
pay Matt.
Right.
It ain't gonna happen.
Right.
So I had to do that. But you can do anything though. I mean, there's all kinds of opportunity out there. I don't know why people have such a hard time, but to find something that you like. There's so much out there.
Liking and working is two different
I
things.
get that, but there's not a job that you're going to do that you just. I don't know of one that you're just going to wake up every morning and be like, oh, this is it. I can't wait to get there and just bust the walls down every day for 20 years. It's not there.
Yeah.
But I don't think a job is meant to be fun. But as far as liking something, and you can't sit here and tell me you can't do, you can't find work or you can't, that's a bunch of crap.
You can't find work. It is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I know. That's
But
what I'm
you
saying.
may not settle for a job you like, though.
Yeah.
I mean-
Well, I have a hard time with that stuff. I don't get it.
Well, you just don't have room for excuses. I mean,
Yeah.
not finding a job is not an excuse. Like, you can find a job.
You
but
may
that's
not want to
that's
go
the
down here.
problem.
You may not want to go down here and work at the Hardee's or the Dollar General or the whatever. But I can guarantee you, if Matt went to the Dollar General and worked or ran the Dollar General, I could about bet you that'd be the nicest Dollar General.
You wouldn't have to do much. You wouldn't have to do a lot for it to be the nicest Dollar General I've ever been in. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm
If
just
you're
saying,
not
have
following,
you ever been in one that didn't have crap in the aisles?
no,
I don't know. I don't ever remember going to a Dollar
I
General.
don't go to the
store.
one in the village. You ever been in that one? I assume it might be
The one
nicer.
at the Bay, they said, is really nice. I don't know. I'm sure it has to be the Bay
It's
and the
like
Village.
new though.
Yeah,
isn't
the
it?
Bay and the Village. They say they're like two of the nicest. But I have a hard time when I go into a place like that, owning your own business, and they've got totes in the floor. They've got. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What do you do?
I don't know.
But going back, I mean, you may be something you don't want to do, but I mean,
I didn't think I wanted to do porta potties a few minutes ago.
Oh well,
And now I'm
that
kinda
dude-
thinking
that
I
dude-
do wanna do
that
porta
my
potty.
cousin makes an absolute. He makes an absolute killing.
Yeah, well, you got to have the business and you got to get big to be able to do it. So it
And he
takes
grew
time.
fast. He grew fast.
Yeah.
But I hear stories like it gets so with those porta potties, it gets so just normal. You know, like he talked about like just rolling up, you know, just rocking in there barefoot, you know, getting his shoes and his boots. He said he just don't care. It's just one of those things. It's just, he said, once you do it so much, it's just like, you know, because if anything got out on me in that porta potty, I gotta go take a shower.
Yeah, I'd be disgusted.
But he said once you do it so much, he said it's just.
Yeah, once you're covered in crap a few times, I guess it's all right.
Yeah. But
shoo, dang.
yeah, but he's done really well with it.
Well, I've seen. I tell you, I think I've seen some kind of video or something of somebody getting those porta potties. I mean, I think when they pull up in those trucks to get them, I mean, they've got like hoses and stuff they roll out, and they wash everything down.
They wash it and suck it out. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
so it's probably
it's basically a septic truck, more or less.
Yeah,
it's basically a septic truck.
Yeah, so it's pretty sanitary. I mean, I would think if you're being able to wash everything off.
Yeah, well, just hearing him talk about, or hearing the stories that I've heard.
Could you
about
imagine the things you find down inside them things?
No.
I'd love to talk to that guy. Get him in here. That's who we need to talk to. The things you would find. I'm surprised he ain't found dead bodies down in them.
I'm sure he's probably some stuff he probably wouldn't even talk about. I might be able to try to do that, but I don't know if he'd do it or not. He's kind of backwards.
He might be kind of busy.
He is very busy, but and he's got like a skeleton crew too. He's only got like 5 dudes that work for him.
Yeah,
and he's running I think a multi-million-dollar company. But they're just all, and he pays them good too, though.
See, that's what we need. We need to think of something like that to do. Mm-hmm. You got to get outside the box.
The problem is we need more passive. We need something that's more passive. So it's just the problem is we ain't got no time for labor.
Yeah, I don't know how much money I got either. That's a little bit.
Well, of course, that's all of us.
That's a little bit of my problem. But when it comes to that.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. It's like you said, the excuses they're just lame.
Well, yeah, I haven't heard. I mean, I've never heard a good excuse, I guess, but I haven't heard about any of these jobs or talked to anybody about them. So you're way up on me on that.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
Most of the time, the septic guy that comes in, he was telling me the other day. He said he done one job, like 6 to 7 hours. He said it was like, he showed me videos and stuff of it, and he's digging, like, he's got his own backhoe and stuff, so I'm sure he's charging per hour on that.
Oh yeah.
He said that's 6 hours. 6 hours was $3,800 in 6 hours.
Yeah.
To do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's got probably a $50,000 excavator that he's digging it out with, you know, and material and time and all that. But it's just him and his dad.
Yeah.
It's just him and his dad. $3,800. I was like, man, that's really good. I was like, what do you get? You know, because I probably need to pump my septic. And he's like, oh, it's about $400 a hole. I was like, golly. Yeah, I'm sorry. He said, I'd let you do it for $400 a hole, but I'd usually charge, you know, $400 to $500.
I just had mine done. Like last year, I had to put new fill lines in too. Mine were completely crap, so yeah.
Well, that's
pressure. People do pressure. You know, Cameron.
Yeah, pressure. Yeah,
he does pressure washing.
Yeah.
But that again, you're dealing with people doing that.
Yeah,
you know, you're still satisfying someone.
Yeah.
You need to find something better than that.
Yeah, you got to get away from that. That takes a lot of. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Those my cousins, you know, do lawn care. They said down in the village, because people, like down in the village for like mowing yards and stuff, they said that those people would prefer somebody to come along with a push mower and then push mow that yard, and they would probably pay them twice the amount as they would a standard lawn care.
Just to make it look neater.
Yeah, and cleaner, neater. It's not as hard on the ground, that sort of thing. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it tears them yard because all that's, you know, sod when it's put down.
Yeah.
You know, and you get in there, you twist them with them big old heavy mowers, it tears that yard up.
There was a guy. He drove all the way. One of my customers. He drove all the way from deep down in Madisonville, downtown Madisonville. So that's 20 minutes from here. And he drove all the way to Sevierville to Dollywood every day. and worked in the blacksmith in the back.
Yeah.
Pounded out metal all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do you not ever, I mean, what do you, I'm like, he's like, well, I make all the, he said, because in my mind, I didn't understand, like, those guys that's pounding out blacksmithing up there, that's what's for sale.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't think
it's just like glass blowing.
They're glass blowing, the same thing. Yeah. But I just thought it was like a little thing. You just walk up and watch it. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you go around, you go over there to you can buy what he's made, know.
Yeah.
And so he makes an hourly rate of like, I think it was like $28 an hour. And everything he makes like 15% commission off of it.
If it sells.
If it sells, yeah. But I mean, most everything up there does sales, like he said. He said, but he said like the metal things that twist, the almost look like banisters, but they got a roll to them.
Uh-huh.
He said like those things sell for like, I think he told me like $50 or $60. Well, he's making like $15 off of them.
Yeah.
And he said, you can't make them fast enough. He said. So, I mean, he said it's a really good gig, he said, and he's driving like a big old truck too. And, but they got 401k, he's got all benefits, he's got, good package. But he makes commission at Dollywood Black Iron.
Yeah. I've met a bunch of people. So, Tom, a guy that works for us, I think he worked at Dollywood for about 10. He's actually so when COVID hit, he was a traveling like evangelist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. The millions of miles in Delta is unreal what he's got. I mean, he was leaving the country, he was flying everywhere, doing all. Anyway, COVID really crushed that.
Mm-hmm.
So he came to work for us, sort of as a full-time gig until the country opened back up where he could do it. And now he works like 4, maybe 5 days a week sometimes, but the 4 days a week is because he's traveling the other 3 doing the evangelist stuff. But he was actually Dollywood's very first chaplain. And
really?
And he performed up there too, the little theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he did that too. He's a pretty interesting guy. Yeah. We can get him on here and talk to him.
We've got a guy that we used to do when I used to do the Passion Play up there. He is the dude. He's the IT guy for the drones. The drone show that they do up there.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, they've got a drone show. Okay, it's the same thing as
I know what you're talking about.
Where the drones do all the same things and they make pictures and everything.
Yeah.
He's the dude that programs all the drones to do that stuff for Dollywood.
Boy, can you imagine messing that up? How much money that would cost?
Yeah,
like who cares about all these people witnessing it? Think about all that money up there in that sky flying around. You make them all crash.
And usually they're doing it over water too.
Yeah, you wouldn't work there long. I wouldn't work there long. Yeah, I probably couldn't fly one drone.
He does. That's where he works. He said it's a good company to work for.
Well, that's another thing you don't think about, stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
who would have thought of something like that though?
I bet you those people like their jobs though.
Mm-hmm.
Up there performing and stuff like that.
They ain't really. I mean, it's really nothing to them. I mean, they're just going up there and sitting on a ride or sitting on a pulling tickets or whatever. It ain't like having to, like you said,
please someone.
Yeah. It's not. They're going to get the enjoyment of the day. They're already going to. They've already got their day set that they're going to have a good time.
Yeah. Well, imagine like the engineer for that train.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what he makes.
I know.
What do you do? I drive a train at an amusement park.
Yeah, and just go in a circle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Klondike Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
She eats coal, blows smoke.
Well,
but yeah, there's a ton of stuff like that you just don't even think of it as a job that we see, and he ain't gonna go. This old boy ain't gonna drive to Dollywood though. I can tell you that.
You might for the right money.
That not me.
An hour.
That old boy you're talking about.
Oh. No. He ain't going to. No, I didn't even mention none of that to him.
Sounds like he wouldn't work in a pie factory.
He wouldn't. He was making socks and couldn't make it there either.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. He couldn't make it.
How old is this guy?
22 2,
Oh, you said in his 20s.
20s.
Early
But
20s.
anyways, yeah, I can't get on board with that stuff. There's just too much out there. I thought about going and working for UPS
Oh.
in the mornings just to have insurance, because you don't have insurance when you're a business owner.
Mhm.
You know.
Well,
For
you
sure.
can.
Yeah, you can. I know.
Yes.
Yes, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
Outrageous.
Yeah, and it ain't worth the crap. So.
And it's garbage. Your deductibles crap. But yeah, I mean, the UPS up there, the guys are working 4 to 6 hours in the morning. But get this, these dudes are working. You got to get there at like 2:30.
Uh-huh.
I think 2 or 2:30.
I've seen that job advertised before.
I don't think I could do it. Honestly, for the insurance, problem is I got to come back down here and work.
Yeah.
I got to run a business.
What time you leave work if you were doing that job? You go in at 2:30 and get off when?
2:30, get off at like 8 or 9.
Remember that story about Bristol? I told I ain't no way I could drive in there. There's no way, man.
Yeah.
Especially just go load trucks. That's what you'd be doing, ain't it?
You're loading trucks all night long.
So I'd be so bitter. I bet those freaking drivers can get here and just drive off with them, make all the money. I'd be,
Well, yeah, because you're making, I think it's like 22 or 26 an hour, which is still really decent money.
I think so, or it used to be.
It's decent money, but the thing is everybody does it for benefits. I mean, they do it for insurance. They do it for
Yeah. I knew a guy that worked at Costco for the benefits.
Yeah.
Just as a, oh gosh, he used to like pick up the holiday seasons, like around Christmas and stuff, like those 3 months, kind of getting ready for it and getting over it and all
okay.
that. He would just work just then, and then it got to where, I think maybe he had like he's old enough to where like he didn't have to work,
Mm-hmm.
or was well enough off where he didn't have to, but he was doing that for a while, and it was just a part-time gig for him, but he got insurance being a part-timer.
Mm-hmm. That's the way they work. I mean, I think it's like 6 hours a day there, 6 hours a day. So you're making $120 a day for 6 hours. You got insurance, you got benefits, you got all the, I know a guy who mows yards, actually. He's got a decent sized lawn care, and he mows yards from 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning till, I guess 4 or 5 during the day, all day long. But then he gets up at 2 o'clock and goes out there and works just for his insurance.
Well, you could do that if you could say, "Yeah, I'm done for the day," and go home and rest.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you feel tired, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably make something like that work. I almost went to go work for Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I was there was an offer there. This was a while back, but they were wanting to hire somebody for a weekend shift, and you'd go in at like 7 p.m. on a Friday night and work till 7 a.m. the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you do the same thing on Saturday and then Sunday morning or Sunday evening, I guess. Anyway, it was 36 hours is what you'd work. They'd pay you for 40. You're considered a full-time employee.
Mm-hmm.
Maintenance, I had halfway thought about doing that and just mowing yards. That was going to be my little gig I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
wouldn't let him hire
family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that sucks.
ended up not working out. It's probably for the best, though. That was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Things happen for a reason, or don't happen for a reason.
Being an owner, it's got its quirks, though. It ain't all what it's cracked out to be. That's for sure.
If you could just own, but it's the thing, man. If you can get out of the, not necessarily the retail world, but out of the pleasing people world.
Yeah.
I mean, even like your cousin with the porta potties. I mean, he can, like, you can not please somebody. Like, if you didn't show up and the porta potties were nasty.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah, so I know I'm going to go. I know I'm going to deliver them, and I know they're going to be presentable when I drop them off, or as presentable as a porta potty can be. I mean, you're expecting a porta potty there. You ain't expecting,
But to say
perfection.
that there's not anything out there that's just a bunch of crap. There's people makes up jobs. There's a dude that comes in here and all he does is he gets online and sees a business that doesn't have a Google profile, doesn't have a web page, doesn't have anything. He will sit down, and I think it's the program that he uses somewhat. I don't know if he's been doing it for like 4 years now, but it's somewhat like AI.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it's pre-programmed. He just funnels all this information into it, and it automatically populates. I don't know enough about a computer to even think about doing it, but it automatically builds his website, builds him a Google platform to where people can review him, do all the stuff, and then he goes and presents it to the business and says, "Hey, here's your web page. Here's a landing page. We can, if you want to do this, I can put your inventory in it. I can put this in it. I can put all this together and have all these cross references and all this, And I was like, well, how did you get started with that? And he was like, he said it was, I think it was his uncle. He said his uncle had a excavating business, but he wanted a website to where he could go on and they could, just email him or text him or whatever offline.
Mm-hmm.
And his uncle, he said 4.5 years ago, he said his uncle just told him, if you build me a nice website, he said, I'll give you $1,500. He said, because that's what, So they average out like to build a website, to do all the stuff and basically hand it to you, turnkey, ready to go, is like $1,200. You don't have to touch nothing.
Man, I see all this stuff. I gotta get what is it? Is it text messages? I think I get text messages or something about job offers like that. Mm-hmm. Like online stuff, starting out salaries this, whatever, call this number if you're interested. Like, anybody's ever done that? Is that stuff real?
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably a scam.
Well, it's probably the same thing when you get online.
Scamming people. That's a perfect business.
Yeah.
Somebody's in that business.
Yeah, they are.
Somebody's doing it.
Yeah.
I get that nonstop.
I do too.
Like, I wonder what they're paying these telemarketers.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like this guy won't work. That'd be a perfect job for him. Somebody aggravating.
Yeah. Aggravate the crap out of somebody.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for him. He could even do it being an American. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to be.
They ain't got to be
an Indian or something.
Middle East.
Yeah.
Well, so, I don't know. That's just a couple different things there that was just mind blowing to me that you could do.
I'd like to come up with a really good one myself.
Well, I'd like to know, this, what you see online, how to make passive income, have you ever dove into how they make passive income? Like I'm talking about like on the online where you get on social media.
How people are doing it? Like methods they're doing it?
Yeah, like there's almost like...
I mean, I've looked at it, yeah.
Affiliate links and stuff, like people do on Amazon. People do like, okay, what's a hot thing on Amazon? Boom, you go to Amazon, okay, here's a hot link right here. Here's I don't know, we'll just say like a blender. It's a blender. They've sold 33,000 of these this month.
Yeah.
So you go in there and you put your affiliate link in, and every time that someone buys a blender off of your affiliate link, same way with like, I don't have TikTok, used to, but I don't know more, like TikTok shop. It's the same exact setup. So when you get on the TikTok shop, this impact gun, it's the best, it's da-da-da-da-da-da, and they got their little affiliate link down there. We can do the same thing with Amazon. You can become an affiliate link with, an affiliate with them and to make it passive, but you have to find the item that everybody wants.
Yeah.
But everybody else is doing it too. So you gotta.
You know what I do when I see stuff like that?
What's that?
If I see somebody advertising something, I swipe up on my iPhone, make it go away, and I just Google it. So I don't order anything online anyway, but I would never get it like click on this link right now on the TikTok shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't realize that's what they were doing, but I guess I have probably wondered like, why is this guy doing this?
That's it. This is the best impact. And you'll even see like people you watch. Like if you watch somebody online, they'll be like, and you hear them all the time. Just go down in the link and down there, and you'll have, You'll have all the, everything. If you want this gun, if you want this, accessory for it, and you want this, and well, they get paid. They get paid for all that.
That makes me think of a video I watched of the guy that was doing spray foam for insulation, spray foam insulation. I watched that one like 2 or 3 times. Maybe I did click on that one. I think I might have clicked on that one actually. Of course, I didn't buy it, but
Went on Google and found somebody else.
I found, I think I clicked on that, seen what it was, and then my service manager was like, "No, I found one out of Chattanooga. It's way cheaper. Come back here. I'll show it to you on my computer," or something. So it didn't work for him, but anyway, So
Another thing, as far as passive income, the field that I'm in and you're in, flipping vehicles, motorcycles, mowers is a big one. Like I flipped 3 or 4 last year personally on the side and made, I don't know, an extra $7,000 off 3 or 4 mowers.
yeah, that's good.
That's really good, absolutely. But there you have the labor in that, so it's not as much passive income. It's not passive.
That's a side
because
hustle.
it's just a hustle. But with passive income, it's so hard because if you don't have a ton of money to just throw down and just, whether it be in stocks, whether it be in bonds, whether it be in CDs, whether it be anything, to get a return, you have to have a good chunk of money for it to make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Or it takes a long time to pay back if you can do without it for so long.
But and that's
or
truly,
you start clearing,
and that's truly passive. But I have a hard time with it because I'm like, I know a little side hustle of flipping a car and making $3,000 on a flip, and if I do that, a couple times a year, I'm going to make more money, but I am going to have the labor involved in it.
Yeah. If I was rich, I'd put money in bonds or CDs or whatever, and I would make money off of it.
Absolutely, but when you ain't got that kind of money, you ain't got, like you said,
Now, I do think it is smart if you're setting money aside and it's for for something that you've put it in your mind, I'm not touching this for whatever, you might as well do something with it.
Absolutely.
To make the money on it while you can.
Absolutely.
If you're dead set, you're not touching it no matter what.
If you never touch it, absolutely.
Like money for my kids is for my kids. I'm not going into it. I can not have a pot to piss in, and I'm not going to get into that.
No.
So
I agree with that.
That would be different. Like we'll lock theirs up in CDs and stuff, but I ain't doing it to mine.
Yeah.
Or at least not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right now, for the foreseeable future, it don't look like ever. Let's go ahead and tell you. So but yeah, it's truly passive and affordable is what we need to find.
Yes, yeah. Something that you can do that is, yeah. Well, you see all that stuff online. Sometimes it doesn't matter what it is. I always feel like somebody's out there trying to screw me. It doesn't matter. If you're trying to if you're trying to show me how to make passive income and you want me to give you 99 cents a month to make $30,000 extra a year, I wouldn't do it.
You ever wonder when you read about something or you hear about something, whether it be a video or you're reading about it, like, and you don't act on it, and you ever wonder about it? Like, dang, I wonder if that's real. I do all wonder if people are doing that.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I do too.
I watch a guy, Grant Cardone. Anyways, he's a big commercial investor. And he's like multi-million. He might be even a billionaire. I don't know. But he started from like nothing. And he has all these videos and all this stuff that he pushes like for you to buy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't paying $350 something. I guess I just won't figure out what it takes. You know what I mean?
What does he want you to buy?
How to do it. He shows you how to do everything.
Yes.
Yeah. He shows you how to do everything. But now,
hey, I'll tell you. I just got back from a 20 group trip, and they told me like successful, wealthy people here, okay,
Mhm.
told me free advice is not what you want.
Mhm.
You want to pay for it.
Oh, I agree. I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure.
with that being
that's
said,
true. That's true.
yeah.
Well, look at Dave Ramsey.
Although I walked up to him and asked him for some free advice right after that. So, you know.
So, well, look at Dave Ramsey. I mean, he ain't made his. He has made his money from investing and saving
Yeah,
his money, but he also has made his money through his books, everything that he sells online, the hardback books he sells. He makes money off of it.
Yeah, and he's a peckerhead too. He is. We do the Dave Ramsey envelope system, but he's a peckerhead. That don't change anything. He is.
my
He'd be
cousin-
like, "How are you like this? You're an idiot.
Yeah,
You need to, you know." I mean, he's straightforward, but
yeah.
whatever. He's still a peckerhead.
But I do often wonder sometimes, like you said, man, if I just hung in there with him for like 2 or 3 months, this dude says I don't have to have a dime to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't have to have a dime invested. I'm like, how's that even possible?
Next thing you know, you're in a pyramid scheme somehow. Sitting trial somewhere. Yeah, that'd be my luck, you know. And here I am. All I'm trying to do is do better.
Just trying to make it. Just trying to make it.
Now I got so much court costs I can't afford nothing.
Bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm bankrupt over court costs trying to make money.
Oh.
But it happens to people. Actually, one of those guys that was talking to us there, he owns this company that all these businesses are a part of, and we pay into and go talk to each other and go over stuff and good ideas and whatever. But he told us, I think he said 16 years ago, he truly had nothing. He was completely homeless. He had lost his home, lost everything, but I think his wife was driving a Honda Pilot. And he had an old Chevrolet truck.
So
or
is this
something.
all your 20 group? Is this all automotive?
It is.
Okay.
Everybody's done stuff in automotive,
Okay.
but he had lost everything due to a bankruptcy problem. You said bankruptcy, so it made me think of this. But he had an $800 pickup truck. He said, "I had an old pickup truck. It wasn't worth $800. My wife had a Honda Pilot. That's the only thing we could. We were sleeping in our car. We didn't even have a house." And what it was is that somebody, maybe his partner, or maybe he didn't have a partner, it was his own bit. Anyway, someone was stealing from him and he didn't know it. Yeah.
True.
That's what happened to them. So he ended up having to do that. But within 16 years, here he is back again. He's got 3 or 4 stores.
And sometimes something like that. No, I'm not saying somebody's stealing from me, but like well, of course that'll do it too. But like going to the bottom,
yeah,
and having to fight your way back up out of it. Yeah. I mean, it'll make something out of it. It'll really
well,
make
no
you,
doubt he learned a good lesson out of it, no doubt about it. So.
It'll make you fierce.
And I know he's found, like, he goes through and he looks at these, like, you can pay him to come to your business and scout it out for you and tell you where you're losing money, what you can stand to do to make more money.
Right.
And he's picked up on people stealing money while he's there. I know, and probably saved some businesses.
Wow.
I know that's happened. So, but anyway, just for an example though. But then that short amount of time,
Yeah, 16 years. Well, I've heard it numerous times. People going from the problem is with business. The more risk you take, the more money you make.
Oh yeah.
The more risk you take, and that's so hard to do sometimes when you want your business to be debt free. You want your business to kind of pay for itself, and you don't have $1 million looming over top of you, or $500,000 looming over top of you that you got to do something with.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling to have that you're debt free and your business is doing well. But you also, like, there's a guy that owns an excavating business. He went from probably one of the, I think it was, what did he say, it was established in 2008. So when we graduated high school, he's just starting.
Mm-hmm.
And probably has the largest excavating business probably in East Tennessee. So, I mean, yeah, he's got, what's he got now? He bought a big company out of Knoxville, and he's got 50 dump trucks that he runs. Has 50 dump trucks. I don't know. It might be small, but that's huge to me.
That sounds massive to me.
Yeah, but he went from absolutely running a skid steer, just running a skid steer and his pickup truck and a dump trailer in '08 to 50 dump trucks and what did he say? 73 employees.
Good Lord.
Yeah, since '08. So, I mean, I know that's 20 years, roughly pushing 20 years, but still, that's crazy. But risk.
Oh yeah,
risk.
Yeah.
I mean, you go out and buy a $400,000 dump truck, or I think they're $250,000, $250,000 dump truck, and you got 40 of them. Just went out and bought 10 of them. Well, he ain't paying for that cash. He ain't paying for that stuff cash. That stuff's on a loan.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money to gamble.
Yeah, but when you can buy something that makes you money, it pays
Oh, yeah.
for long.
He told me, he said, if I have a truck one day, a truck's broke down. I don't know how true this is. I'm sure it's pretty true. He told me if I have one dump truck broke down, I'm sorry, it was a month. He said because he said there's a dump truck sitting broke down. It's been broke down for almost a month. He said that's $30,000 a month is what that thing. He said it's roughly, by the time it profits me anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500 a day.
Yeah.
The time he pays his driver, fuel, cost, everything, he said that thing does about $1,500 a day is what it does.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at it, I'm like, gosh, that ain't much. But when you've got 50 of them running, he said about $30,000 a month is what he's losing. I was like, gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just to think of it like that.
Well, that's why those guys with these businesses, they don't care. They'll walk in our shop and they'll say, all right, we're dropping this off for this issue. All right, we'll call you when we find out what it is. Don't call me, just fix it. It costs me more money to talk to you on the phone and that truck not to be down than it does anything you can charge me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just fix it.
I've got a lawn care guy that's like that. I got a lawn care guy that does not matter the price. He don't ask the price on a mower. He don't ask the price on a, I still give him the best deal that I can give him, and I do him a good deal on him when he services stuff. He'll just drop off 8 pieces of equipment and say, fix them, whatever it needs. Don't call me. If I'm broke down out there, I mean, this dude's probably turning out. He's probably turning out anywhere between $2,500 to $3,500 a day. So if he's broke down and he's having to fool with a broke down machine, he's losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
So if I repair something for him and it costs, I just done tires all the way around on his stub nose, Didn't even, clean, adjust the rear brakes, put pads on the front, shoes on the rear. What was it? I don't remember. $1,700, something like that. $1,800. I didn't even tell him what the cost was. So it's one of those things that you just do it.
Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do all that.
I'll take care of him, but but anyways, yeah, they're those guys that, and he's another one. He started from the bottom. I mean, he was basically homeless.
Well,
and I think they have that fight in them too. Those people got that fight in them.
Oh yeah, not quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't matter what it takes, they're not going back to that place again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there again, the risk it can bite you in the butt too.
Yeah, you don't make money by not spending money. You got to spend it to make it. So that's how it works. It's just hard to do it.
It's hard to wrap your mind around it. Absolutely,
it is.
It's hard to drop down $10,000, $10,000, $20,000 and just hope that something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is.
Oh, well, I guess that's about it, guys. I'm glad we got our mics fixed. I hope it sounds a lot better this go around. So, but thanks again for hanging out with us on the second floor. We'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks, everybody.